check this. What am I going to do about bringing up these 2 kids? I've got 2 daughters. I'm probably going to have some more.
How old are they?
My older daughter, Mabel, will be 2 on Sunday. Guess what I was doing the other night? Well, it was last night, as a matter of fact. She was tired and having kind of tantrums. So she was starting to cry, and I goes, would you think that you would stop crying if I gave you chocolate? Right?
Yeah.
And she went, chocolate? Like that. She would. She sort of agreed. My wife went, do not give this child chocolate as a means for addressing her emotional distress, which I obviously, know already. But I see that I do not like that child suffering.
Well, no, hold on a second. So do you want me to deconstruct this for you?
Yes.
What were you feeling when she was crying?
Inadequate.
Okay, now, let me tell you something. Inadequate is not a feeling. Inadequate is a point of view.
Sad?
Okay, you're feeling sad. What do you feel when you think you're inadequate? You feel sad.
Yeah.
Now, is this the first time in your life that you felt inadequate?
Yeah, it's never come up before. I've always just felt really great.
In other words, how far does it go back with you?
Always.
Okay, in other words, you're projecting your childhood onto your child. That's what you were bringing to the room at that moment, okay? And it was so unbearable for you. You had to give him chocolate.
I can't see that again.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Okay.
I can't see that again.
In other words, you're not ready to be with your daughter unless she makes you feel pleased, unless she makes you feel comfortable. I'm not accusing you of that globally.
Well, it sounds like it, mate.
I'm saying
we're recording this.
That's what showed up at that moment.
Right.
What showed up at that moment is some pain that you haven't quite resolved in yourself yet.
My first addiction was chocolate.
Well, there you go. And you talk about that. And so what your daughter needed was just a daddy who can be okay with her anger.
Right. So you just be there and you soak that shit up.
Sweetheart, you're really angry, aren't you? Yeah.
Right, you just tell them they're angry.
But not also what Jordan Peterson says. Because what Jordan Peterson says, an angry 2-year-old needs to sit by themselves until their anger is over. In other words,
that's bad advice.
It's anti-child advice because what you're saying to the child is you're acceptable to me only under certain circumstances.
Well, that's not a good look.
It's not what you want.
No.
What you want is that child to be able to experience her anger and have that anger be accepted and not get stuck in it. The way she's not get stuck in it is when somebody can hold it.
Right,
so
I can hold it.
You can actually hold her anger if you're not threatened by it. If you're not taken back to your childhood state of sadness and sense of inadequacy, you can totally well hold that child's anger.
Right.
That's all she needs from you.
Right, to be able to hold it.
To be able, and then if she can hold her anger, then later on she won't need to turn to chocolate to soothe herself.
So part of adulthood, I've thought for a while, struggled to put it into practice, is an ability that when external things hit you, you don't then go, right, everyone, you're fine. Like you are able to go, okay, I can handle it. Maybe go to a mentor or something.
Yeah.
And deal with it with them, but you don't. I don't. Start kicking the dog or shouting or being a problem. Manhood or womanhood or whatever is appropriate is the state where the external world can be handled without you sort of passing on the virus of negative consequence.
Well, what you're saying is you neither have to act it in or push it down or act it out by hitting somebody. You can just be with it, or at least you can be conscious of it. It's good to ask for a mentor's help. That's fine. But then you're taking responsibility for it. In other words, what an adult can do, which a child cannot do, and they should not be expected to be able to do before they're old enough for it, is to take responsibility for their own emotional states.
They can't take responsibility. They're literally not neurologically developed enough.
And that's why it's so bad to punish kids, because you punish them for something that they're incapable of.